What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the All Star Sports Show. Boy, it's been I'll say it's been very interesting. I would say the last week and a half, give or take, the last few days. I don't freaking know. It's been
Yeah, you got free agency, or you
been
got some
pre-agency.
moves in the NFL that were made. Just today, we have some controversies involving the Jets. Apparently,
Yeah, I never that kind of flew under the radar for me
apparently,
in terms.
McCole Hardman was given the
Oh
game plan to
yeah,
other teams, which we'll get into that because I was watching like a little like radio show that New York has, and they were talking about. I'm like, I never even heard about this until today. So it was
neither have
like,
I.
but McCole Hardman's under hot water for giving the game plan to other teams. So yeah, let's get right into it, y'all.
So basically, the first thing, especially to kick it off with McCole Hardman, pretty much what people are accusing him is of leaking the game plan to the opponents, because I don't know if it was, and said apparently said it was out of spite of the Jets. And oh boy. Here's the thing, I've never seen a player do anything out of spite to for a team. But then again, if it's the Jets, well, you got to do something to
Everybody's
embarrass them.
pissed off on that damn team. Let's be honest. Even the coach was pissed. When Aaron Rodgers went down week 1, he knew that the season was fucked. He knew it.
Pretty much.
He's like, I have to fucking start trash ass Zach Wilson. What the fuck, man? Like, everybody knew the season was pretty much over when Rodgers went down 4 plays in last year. Everyone knew that. Even fans who were watching who weren't even Jets fans knew their season's fucked.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. Because it's like, and that just kind of pretty much threw everything off from the Jets.
Now, there were teams that were involved. The Eagles were one of them that McCole tried to get the leak the game plan to, which he would try because we still fucking sucked in that game and lost.
Even though, we still own the Jets, even though that.
But they owned us, even though they were literally
trying
to give the game away by McCole Hardman's hands. That's the thing. So it really didn't matter on our front. But
and you know what's so funny too? So it's also funny too for a guy that has 50, in terms of the season stats this past season, 15 catches for 124 yards, the entire 2023 season. I'm sorry, but dude was just straight garbage. And it's kind of funny too that the fact, and this came out about 5 days ago at the time, say that he actually denied it. So McCole Hardman denies leaking the Jets' plans to the Eagles and Chiefs.
So I don't know how true it is. I don't even know if the NFL is even investigating it, because I was watching a video and they had posted something like probably like 4 hours ago. They're like, they should investigate it. So I don't know if the NFL is investigating it yet.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see on that. But then again, we don't know. Sticking with the NFL though, we've seen some interesting names get cut, no matter whose team it is. Especially for the Seahawks, I kind of felt this was coming as a surprise. Jamal Adams, Quandre Diggs was a bit of a surprise to me, him getting cut from the Seahawks. I don't think he really had that bad of a season with them. Jamal Adams, yeah. I mean, let's be freaking real. The dude's just been a straight hot ass since going to Seattle.
Yeah.
But yes, so Seattle, they released Jamal Williams and Quandre Diggs and Will Dissly. Yesterday, the team announced Adams, a three-time Pro Bowl selection, was set to make non-guaranteed $16.5 million in 20. Jesus, good lord, overpay for a guy that hasn't really been what he once was. With that release, wipes the $16.5 million off the books. As well as that goes up to 17.5. I mean, we'll get to the Bills in just a bit because boy, they're doing a lot of cap shedding from my understanding.
Yeah.
Like Jordan Poyer was kind of a bit of honestly not really a bit of a surprise with him. Now the fact you don't have Poyer, and now who knows with Micah Hyde, depending if he wants to hang up the spikes, because obviously the constant neck injuries he's had. And then Tre'Davious White was okay, just wasn't really that. I don't know I don't know how to explain it with him. With Tre'Davious White, I guess just
to me, I feel like with the cap shedding. Let's get right to the Bills here. To me, with the cap shedding, they're heading for either a retool or a rebuild.
And you probably ask us like, "Oh, the Bills are going to go for a rebuild." Honestly, I would never expect to see the Bills go through a bit of a rebuild.
That's why I said it's either a retool or a rebuild.
Yeah, it's because the Bills, man, it's like no matter how well they do in the regular season, they somehow can't get it done when it really matters. And Broncos fans, good God.
What happened to y'all riding? What happened to y'all riding? You ain't riding anymore.
No. And now the fact that with Russell Wilson going to get cut March 13th, now they got to take on a dead cap of $85 million from Russell Wilson. Good God.
Who would have thought that the fucking Seahawks would fleece the shit out of the Broncos in that trade?
Yeah, that's
because like in the excuse me, if they had like a little haul going, but it seemed to me like they were leaning towards like a rebuild of sorts, like a lot of picks, a tight end I never really heard of before. Noah Fant, I didn't even know who the guy was before going to Seattle.
Yeah.
He wasn't the best pick, considering going in, we didn't expect him to fucking surge the way he did in the last couple seasons. No. We didn't expect it. We expected maybe the Jets.
Like the Jets, Geno Smith.
Really, really inconsistent. But no, he was good. Noah Fant played his butt off, so to speak.
And just seems to me
and
that
they got a haul. They got a haul of picks. And then you have Russell Wilson, a bad year 2 years ago because he didn't have an offensive line. The offensive line kind of got shored up, but they still missed the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Sean Payton, the head coach, didn't even like Russ, and it was just a messy situation still for the Broncos.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree, and it's the biggest thing right now. It's like I've seen people talk. It's like and people say there's a possibility. If there's any possibility, he might go to another team or just maybe just take a year off or something like that, or maybe can contemplate retirement.
I don't know, but he's still good though. I think he's still good. Is he the guy he was in 2012 to 2014? No.
Yeah, I don't think. Well,
because he's older.
I don't think you're going to get that again.
Because he's older. His skill set's diminished a little bit. But excuse me. A lot of but he's still a serviceable quarterback. He's serviceable. I feel like now he could be a bridge quarterback for a draft pick.
Or whoever's needs a QB.
or whoever needs a quick fix up at quarterback. You know, not like, the Broncos. Oh, we need a quarterback, yes, but we need an offensive line too, and they completely forgot about the offensive line.
Yeah,
Completely
it's
forgot, and it sucks. But they also had no choice too, because they can't draft for shit when it
that
comes to
too.
quarterback.
And you got to think of all the amount of, and now they're going to take on, like I said, that 85
Dead
amount,
cap.
that dead cap. That really is going to set them back for about a year or two.
Yep.
And our boy Jeremy here at the Sports Wave Network, he's not even happy about it too. So it's like, Broncos fans, I feel bad for y'all. I really do.
John Elway, he was a good player for the Broncos, won a championship with you guys as quarterback, but him as GM/owner sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely freaking sucks at that position. And I kind of found it absolutely hilarious that he was the one to present the trophy to the Chiefs. At the Super Bowl. I found it absolutely freaking hilarious.
And yeah, it's interesting too, because obviously the offseason has been kind of been exciting this year in terms for the NFL free agency, whether it's, seeing some new free agents coming in, and also we have the franchise tags, which we've seen some names in particular that either have or gotten the franchise tag and got some time to either sign it or not play through it. Case in point with Michael Pittman Jr. Now, there's a lot of talks about, with Michael Pittman because, well, I've heard rumors. I think it's been the last year and a half or so, especially with incompetent quarterback play. I'm sorry, is the fact that I took that with a grain of salt, which I really didn't believe, because I feel like Michael Pittman is going to be one of those, should be that franchise cornerstone in terms of the wide receiver core, because boy, remember the Colts of years past, guys like with Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison. Oh, good Lord, almost.
Good Lord. You're talking about the early 2010s type of team.
Yeah, and I think that's what Michael Pittman Jr. can bring.
Yeah, dude, Michael Pittman Jr. is a guy. He's a nice player on the field. Like, he can give you great numbers.
And this past season,
he does it on a consistent basis.
In the last 3 seasons, like in terms of Pittman, put up 99 receptions for 1,053 yards over the past 3 seasons. So he's a consistent 1,000 yard receiver.
Yes, exactly. He does this on a consistent basis.
Despite the fact he had to go through many different quarterbacks when, oh, good Lord, there's a fucking list of them.
Yeah,
well, I don't think it's on a long list. I think. Oh God, I know it's Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz.
He had Carson Wentz. He had the Band-Aid fix for like a year, Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, Mr. Boy. And then you had Anthony Richardson, who I thought he showed a lot of because for me, and Tucker could attest to this too, because I had my skepticisms with Anthony Richardson coming out of having only one season of college football under his belt.
I will die on this hill, Rob. If he didn't get hurt, the Colts make the playoffs last year.
Oh yeah,
the Colts easily make the playoffs if Anthony Richardson did not get hurt,
and which is very unfortunate.
Yeah,
it happened the way that it did, but it's.
And I'm not saying Gardner Minshew was bad last year. He was pretty good.
I mean, he did all he could to help carry this team, trying to make the postseason. Just unfortunately,
but at the end though, his gas tank ran out last game of the season, and they lost. Which happens to backup sometimes. But if Anthony Richardson didn't get hurt, I think they would have been a 10-win team.
No, yeah, you ain't wrong.
Not 9-8. They'd be 10-7.
No, yeah, and that's the thing too. And Richardson going out, and to Colts fans, you also got a bright future over there. I mean, with Michael Pittman, you still got Zach Moss, who actually, how did they get traded? No, I'm sorry, I'm thinking Naheem Hines got traded to the Bills. I do think Indy's got something, but for the love of God, they need a new owner. That's all my nitpick with the Colts is, because I know a lot.
Irsay needs to. Yeah, Irsay.
He's got a load of problems.
I know they have success under Irsay. I know they do, but there's just so much controversy with the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So much controversy with Irsay. They need to let him go. But back to the team itself. They got a quality head coach. They got a quality team. A good ass quarterback. And they're a good team. I think they'll be a good team next year if Anthony Richardson stays healthy next year.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a great team.
They finally got their franchise, because
they do.
It's. I know I'm going to bring this up.
They had a franchise quarterback since
Andrew Luck,
and he retired.
We all know how well that.
And he retired what, 2014?
I think yeah. Good Lord,
2014, I think. But yeah, after Andrew Luck retired, they were struggling to find a quarterback.
And I forgot about that too. Shout out to Normal Guy for bringing this up. Colts never used the franchise tag since Pat if he was with the team. Oh shit!
Ever since Polamalu was in the C gap.
Oh yeah, Troy Polamalu. Boy, that's
So in terms of Polamalu was in the C gap.
So in terms of the franchise tag for Michael Pittman Jr.
Hold on, we're kicking the football.
So in terms of the value of the franchise tag for Michael Pittman, if he does sign, he's going to sign for that. It's obviously 1 year for $21.8 million.
Yeah,
that's actually kind of reasonable. Not even thinking about it.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's going to be interesting, if he does decide to, if he decides to sign that, and obviously too at the same point too, while at the same time the NFL has a massive. And I hate to say this, but thank you, Taylor Swift, for increasing the salary cap in terms of value. I really hate to say that.
I thank Taylor Swift for making football even more popular. Honestly.
Yeah, you know what? That's true as well.
Hated her ass all season. I'm like, damn, football is more popular than it ever was.
And it brought in more of the female demographic to the game too, which, boy, that's actually been pretty nice.
It's been nice, yeah, like mix it up a little bit. It's not. Get some women in here. All we have is like the guy fans. There's some women fans.
Mm-hmm.
But like bring in more, like make it more diverse, so to speak. Sports should be diverse. It's for everybody,
Oh yeah, you ain't wrong. That's right. It's 2019, and I remember.
Oh, it was 2019. I remember
this too, which really rubbed me the wrong way. When he got fucking booed out the building.
But here's the thing, though. I don't blame all Colts fans, because obviously not all Colts fans went to the game. But the Colts fans that were there, I was pissed when they did that.
That was very disrespectful.
I was like, that was some blatantly disrespectful shit that you just pulled. Like, are you kidding me, man?
Yeah,
it was during preseason. Yeah, it was during preseason. I think it was the first preseason game or something.
I think it was. I think it was before the first preseason game. Decided to come. I think he had a press conference and announced his retirement, because he said, "I'm tired of being in pain and constantly in pain and rehab."
That's how he said it. He was like, there was a cycle and I'm getting sick of the cycle. It was like,
I was like, damn.
I play, I get hurt, rehab, I'm back, I play, I'm hurt, rehab.
It's a continuous
every single year. He's like, I'm sick of this.
And going back to the franchise tag, another interesting name that we see that was talked about a lot of in trade rooms over the last couple of years, and that was outside linebacker Brian Burns. So right now, the Panthers did tag Burns in hopes of, first of all, I don't think he's, for me, if I'm Burns, I'm not staying there long term. Because have you seen how that organization is run? Absolutely not. Now, obviously, wasn't bad this past season, but just I think this dude could have been a lot better on a better contending team than the absolute dumpster fire within a dumpster fire that is Carolina
I'm going to
Panthers.
say this right now. Them franchise tagging Brian Burns. That was an absolute panic move.
Because
it was a panic move.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up. Because you know for a fact he really does not want to play there. That's why he didn't sign a regular contract and you had to tag his ass. In a sense. You know, like, it's a panic move. Because you know he's not going to want to stay.
And it's also starting, and whoever wrote this too, actually, I'll actually give some credit before we continue any further, because there's some interesting reason why. I was from NFL Nation, part of ESPN. So the reason why that Brian Burns was franchise tag, the Panthers have been trying for a year to sign Burns to a long-term deal. But he's asking on an average of $30 million per year. Obviously, being the fact that he's, still at the top of, and obviously, I think. Hold up, I think that's when Bosa got. I think at that point was, I think probably the highest paid edge rusher. It's kind of weird because they have him listed
at that point in this timeline. Yeah, Nick Bosa was the highest paid guy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If I am normal guy for sure, man. Like he says, if I am Burns, I am. I'll go back. Bring up. If I am Burns, I am definitely not staying there. I am wasting my career there. If I'm 25, exactly.
No, I all agree.
And also, C.J. Stroud said it best, talking about their quarterback. Or like he's saying, the man doesn't have an offensive line. He doesn't have
no receivers.
He has no receivers, and y'all.
His best back is Miles fucking Sanders, who's got a bit of a fumbling problem.
Everybody's dogging the quarterback, and he doesn't have a team.
And for me, I never really dogged on him, but the one thing I sometimes will nitpick with it, I have a feeling usually smaller quarterbacks just never. I've seen like smaller quarterbacks never have any success, and like that's what you're seeing. And that was kind of the biggest knock on. It's not because
that's basically just like you're basically knocking everything about the guy.
I mean, look, the talent's there. It's just like, gee, I'm going to feel bad.
Quarterbacks can succeed, Rob. They can. It's been done before. But the problem is,
I feel bad.
The team is so badly depleted. He has literally no help.
The only best talent he's got. That's not.
Hold on. Let me list the whole team, Rob. The whole offense. The offensive line, trash. You gave him old ass Adam Thielen, washed up Adam Thielen. You traded his best receiver away
to Chicago, and look what he's done with Chicago. And that's a worse situation. Well, slightly better situation, I would say, to an extent.
I would say all Chicago really needs is to, for the love of God, beef up that offensive goddamn line.
Because, good Lord.
Got some decent receivers.
And you got a good running game.
For the love of God, give them an offensive
Oh, boy.
line.
And trust me, and I'm going to give another guy a quick shout out who's a Bears fan, Gooley. And for those who've been around his channel for a long period of time, this dude's going through it.
Not only if you've been around his channel, if you're friends with the guy,
you can feel
every day he's ranting and raving about something about the Bears.
And case in point, this time of the year was whether if the Bears are going to stick with Justin Fields or trade him. Oh, good Lord. That's
you really think a quarterback change is going to help?
I don't think it is.
It's not. If you have a shitty offensive line, no quarterback is going to succeed.
Like, the defense is fine because and that's the reason why, because and Tyler could attest me to this too, because I actually had Matt Eberflus getting fired. But the fact of the matter is, this past season, the defense played as well as it did, somehow saved his fucking ass. That's besides that.
I don't even know how Eberflus is still even there. He should have still been fired.
He would have been fired.
Defense
if the defense didn't play as well, he would have been fired.
Eberflus should still have been fired.
Yeah, I agree. And like I said, I think he got lucky because the defense actually decided to, wake the hell up and actually play some competent football on the defensive side.
But honestly, I would probably give him another year. But for the love of God, trade for some offensive linemen.
Well, he did trade for this one. What the hell is his name? He's a dude from Buffalo. I can't think of his freaking name at the moment. He's an
I'll look it up.
Athletic offensive line. Good grief.
I missed your flubber, so I don't really care.
Yeah, and Jalen Johnson is due for a payday, but I do think he's definitely going to get paid from the Bears. That's for sure.
Tyler, press space. You
Tyler
idiot.
Bate?
No, I said Tyler, press space, you idiot.
Ryan Bates, thank you, normal guy. That's who.
Yeah, it was Ryan Bates. No, I'm not. Now, you got yourself a 27-year-old lineman.
That's a start.
That is a start. You traded for a lineman who I assume is good. I haven't really watched Ryan Bates' tape as an offensive lineman. But I assume he's good. I hope he's good. But that's a start. That is a start. But you keep trading for linemen. But then again, you really don't have to trade for another lineman because now you have kind of a veteran presence there to help the younger linemen get better, But
and also,
but they need help. They need help in the offensive lineman, that offensive line still, because now you have these analysts out here talking about if
Justin
Fields is the guy. Well, now obviously he still is. He has potential all the potential in the goddamn world. All right. The problem is he doesn't have help at that offensive line position. He's running for his life. He's getting sacked.
He's
not the worst quarterback in the world. I've seen some bright spots in his game.
Yeah, when you look at
the man has potential that's still untapped.
Oh yeah, you win.
So the thing is, I don't think they should give up on Justin Fields. They shouldn't. I think they need to build the offensive line, utilize the draft for the offensive line, utilize free agency for the offensive line, trade for some, which they already started doing, getting Ryan Bates. So I respect that. Just keep utilizing those fronts, and I think they should be fine.
Oh, 100%. And at the point too, they didn't give him up much for Ryan Bates. Only just a simple 5th rounder.
Hell,
now, when you look at their,
I think they got a lot of picks too.
They got 2 in the top 10 to get the number 1 overall pick. I think they're at number 9. I think this year in the draft.
And when you look at trade it, honestly, I would trade the 9th pick for another lineman.
That and try to find a way to get out of and trade the number 1 overall pick too, because you can get a lot for that.
Oh, for sure.
I think that Chicago can get more than what they got last year from Carolina.
Yeah, I would trade.
Because you can
trade that number 1 pick.
Now the question is
because, like Rob just said, you can get a lot.
Because I thought last year it was a decent return, but I thought the Bears could have got a lot more from that last year's number 1 overall pick. With DJ Moore, they got a few picks and returns. I'm thinking to myself, man, you could have got a lot more out of that. then
Yeah,
what?
that was a head scratcher. I'm like, you only got DJ Moore.
I mean, it was decent. Don't get me wrong, it's a decent return, but you could have done a lot more with it. That's all I'm saying.
Like, yeah, they got a good receiver to help out with Justin Fields because they needed that. So they kind of got that squared away. But they got a pretty decent core when it comes to receiving. You know, they got a decent receiving core. But for the love of God, you still, like I just said, and I'm beating a dead horse at this point. Get yourself some offensive linemen.
And probably a better wide receiver.
That too. You know? Another good receiver. But for the love of God, get some linemen, man.
It's not that hard.
It isn't hard. You know what you need. It is centralized
defense,
at this point.
I mean, you can touch up the defense a little bit, but it's not that much to touch up on the defense because the defense played pretty well.
There's not, but that's the thing too. There's not much on the defense. There's also not much on the offense. You might need like what one more receiver,
like one more receiver and a couple depth pieces. That's and mostly and retool that offensive line because good fucking as we. Lordy.
Like I don't care if they don't get depth pieces. I mean they should because injuries happen.
Mm-hmm.
But beef up that offensive line for once. It's been like what 3 years of Justin Fields.
This is going to be his fourth year in the NFL.
Like, my God, just beef up the line.
And it's also kind of crazy too. And Jake pointed that too. I'll give Jake some credit this one. Justin Fields' draft class turned out to be probably one of the weakest draft classes that we've seen.
Oh, incredibly weak.
And that pains me because someone who's watching Trevor T-Law in Durham State of Clemson, it pains me to say that. But it's just, ugh.
I don't know why, but the defenders in Clemson, they don't really translate well in the NFL. I don't know how.
Another guy that I feel like
was one, and he was trash.
I mean,
other players came into the league on defense, weren't good. The offense, you have some great fucking players.
D-Hop, who's made a really good career.
Waller. Waller was a Clemson guy.
What, are you talking about Darren Waller?
Yeah, he was a Clemson guy, I think.
I don't think no, that's
wait, who was
Mike Williams? Mike Williams is a Clemson guy.
Not Mike Williams. I'm talking. It was another good receiver or some shit. I think it was. I don't know if it was.
I think that's Mike Williams you're talking about.
I don't think it was Mike Williams though.
Boy, and we'll get to the Giants.
It's a good. It was a great receiver. I don't remember like it was a well-known named one. I'm not sure if it was
Waller came out of Georgia Tech.
Oh, I don't know. Like who was it? I'm not sure. It was somebody else. But there's a lot of the offensive pieces, they work well. But the defensive pieces,
it's really weird.
I don't know how it happens, Rob. But they
the only one that I've seen that has actually had success in the NFL, and that's Miles Murphy. Ryan Greasy, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Because, well, and obviously playing on a crowded scene front seven, well, that'll do it. So I'll give him the benefit. Give him a.
Yeah, but back to the Bears for a minute. Normal guy's right. They got $46 million.
Because if Ryan Poles does not spend a single that $46 million, Bears Nation, he's going to let them hear it. He's going to hear it from a lot of Bears fans, Gooley in particular.
And I'm going to tell you something, from experience. Even though I know only one Bears fan, that's Gooley. Bears fans don't play.
No, they do not.
They will rant. They will rave. They will get pissed off if you don't make the moves. They honestly kind of remind me of like a somewhat nicer Philly fan.
Yeah, and that's not saying much, because especially of our reputation.
They're nicer than us. I mean, we're ones teaching
that through freaking we booed Santa Claus, we threw snowballs at people.
Throw snowballs at people. Fucking teach your kids to throw middle fingers at the opponent.
Yeah.
Which I hate that. I absolutely
that really
that shit.
But at the same point, then again, it can't be worse than does everyone when Biocape happened in there? I think was it with the mid to late 90s when all Cleveland Browns fans decided to throw.
Oh, that was 2002. That was 2002.
Boy, that was bad.
That was like when I think it was like Jacksonville was up 15-10, and the ref was like, they literally like challenged the coach was able to challenge a play from like 2 plays before the other play that happened.
Yeah,
that was ran. He challenged a play that happened 2 plays before another play, and then they said that it was like reverse or something, and then next thing you know, the fans were throwing bottles. Game gets canceled. They're like, nope, game ain't canceled. You got 5 seconds, knee down, game over.
Yeah, that's. And I will say this too, though. So we see some interesting free agency moves. Now, to the Houston Texans, that's gonna be an entertaining team to watch for years to come.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Once they get that offense in shape,
that tuned up, healthy,
that defense is already fucking set.
Oh yeah, you ain't wrong.
No, that defense is set. Cornerbacks, they're good. Linebackers, good. The defensive line, amazing. That offense too, fucking, when they're healthy, the best damn offense in the AFC. I will say that.
And the fact
not
for
even
a team,
the Chiefs were that good last year. They won the damn championship.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. So they're actually the Texans have kept one of the other key pieces, and Dalton Schultz to a 3-year, $36 million extension with a $23.5 million guaranteed. Which, when you look at it from an AAV perspective, that is a fucking steal in terms of.
Is.
And Dante and shout out to Dante too, who finally actually gets to see winning football in Houston since what? In a long ass time? Because I can't freaking remember the last time they had a winning seat.
I think it was like either.
I think it might have been 2018.
2018 or 2019. I think no. Or wait, no. I think it was 2020 was like the last winning season.
Yeah.
Because I think 2021, obviously, the whole they blew it up for some reason.
Yeah.
Yep. And then they went 4-12, or they went 4-12 that year.
Yeah, I would say it was very.
And then they were forced to trade Deshaun because he wanted out, and then the whole scandal of him
that really pissed me entirely off.
Doing what he did, and they just slapped him on the damn wrist. That pissed me off.
And that's with that too, Tyler. The fact that also they barely got anything from that D-Hop trade when he had Bill O'Brien as the fucking head coach / GM, which we all knew that was gonna backfire on them.
I'm like,
why?
I'm like but at the same time, after that D-Hop trade, they still very shockingly made the playoffs.
Yeah, that was really
weird. I'm like, how the hell they still make the?
I was like, how does that even happen? And
because they somehow snuck in at like 9-7. I'm like, how the hell?
and it's kind of crazy too, though. Not say crazy, but because I know last year was not the greatest for the Texans, but you could see where this team is heading. It just had to take the right head coach, right quarterback play. Because you got the receivers and Tank Dell, Noah Brown. I think you actually can.
I think they got it, man. I think they got the right quarterback, the right head coach, the right team.
Just
do something. Honestly, if they keep up the trajectory, I can't say the word trajectory for some reason. Trajectory. I'm saying it slower now. I can't say the word. I don't know why. It's weird. If they keep it up, though. This trend of defense is playing lights out.
Just gotta stay healthy.
The receiving core. Hold on, let me finish. But the receiving core is amazing. If Tank Dell and the rest of that receiving core stays healthy, I could see them in the Super Bowl.
There's a possibility. I mean, the fact that he scouted as far as he did,
and I see it. They could be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I'll say this too.
When's that one of the. Oh wait, never.
No.
First Super Bowl appearance.
And we all know how laughable, I actually could say, the history of the Houston Texans has been the last over 2 decades. Then you got the freaking human punching.
I felt bad for fucking Derek Carr there though.
David Carr.
Or David Carr. But I felt less bad over David Carr when he said what he said about fucking Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that really pissed everybody off.
Oh, they should start Mariota over Hurts. You stupid?
Yeah, coming from a guy who
coming from a guy who didn't have a winning season.
The fact he's got more career picks than he does touchdowns, and at the same time, the guy had 70 plus times in a single season. Which, by the way, he almost had a guy of Sam Howell, which I really feel bad for. Very nice.
Sorry, normal guy, but very nice, Sexton.
I'm 50-50 because I do think there's a bit of a I wouldn't say, well, we're gonna wait and see.
I feel like there'll be a little bit of a drop off,
but it's not going to be so significant.
It's not going to be significant. To be
the only two teams I can see that can potentially win this that AFC South is Indy and Houston. Yeah. I know it's really crazy to put Indy up there, but when you saw how Indy has played with Anthony Richardson and all the weapons he's had, like there's potential with Indy. Jacksonville,
Jacksonville. I feel like
they're going to drop off hard.
The problem for me, the problem with Jacksonville is I think Trevor Lawrence got too big for his britches last year.
Yeah,
he got too big for his britches. He started making mistakes after starting the season 8-3. He got too big for his britches. That's all I got to say. And
the turnovers were a problem.
As a Clemson guy, because of all the success that he brought to our college squad, Rob.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy to say.
He got too big for his britches last year for Jacksonville.
And it's kind of crazy. And look, I'm going to say this. I always gave one of those few that actually put him in the top 5 conversation. So it's
I did too. Mistakenly so.
What up, Dante? Shoot.
Yeah. Oh, yep. You got $70 million.
By the way, you still got a shit ton of money to spend.
You still got a shit ton of money. So it's like if you spend it wisely, and y'all make this like unstoppable team. Again, I rest my case. The Houston Texans will be Super Bowl bound next year.
Well, let's hope so.
That is my.
I say hope so. I know so.
That is my too early prediction.
There's a possibility because
Houston Texans will be Super Bowl bound for the AFC.
Yeah, because look, we all know this. Like, we got the Chiefs. That you're stereotypical with the Chiefs, the Ravens. But seeing teams like either Indy or a team like Houston for the like a fresh face, it's like, it's interesting. But to go far as the way that they did, I was surprised because I was thought it's like, okay, oh no, Dante, you're not wrong. Hold up, Dante, if you want to come up here, shoot.
I don't. Here's the thing. I can't even tell you how many people want to come play for the Texans because it's just too many.
No,
it's just too many probably that want to come and play for the Texans. Because right now they look like the sexiest pick to get a player.
No, well, not just that. I mean, it's the best destination to actually want to play some actually good football and have a good culture.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's one of the best possible destinations for a player to come play for. So,
because the way
I can't tell you how many players want to play there because it's probably a lot.
And plus, you don't have to. I'm going to throw this in there too. At least you don't have to worry about income tax. I'll say that much when you're getting paid. So
that helps too. Houston doesn't have to deal with income tax, so they don't really have to, cut salary in that regard. They've got.
Oh yeah.
When Dante says they got $70 million to spend, they actually do have $70 million to spend.
And the fact that it's to it, when I looked at it, when he signed him, so.
Oh, good Lord.
And Patrick Queen, that could be
good Lord. If those three
that would be an interesting addition with Christian Harris.
Bro, if those three go to goddamn Houston.
Especially under a guy.
Especially under. Make them Super Bowl goddamn champions at this point. Automatically.
Well, we'll see. And I've seen as well with limited needs offensively, running backs, the only hole right now is what they need to fill, which I think that they'll. So right now, currently, they had Devin Singletary. I'm looking at the depth chart, and speaking in terms of,
you're saying they need another running back because they got Devin Singletary,
but maybe. Well, and speaking of that, we got a. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Do that. What up, Dante?
What up, y'all?
So,
what up?
Shoot, Dante, talk about your Texans for a little bit.
No, I'm not saying again. I'm gonna just let everybody know. I know we got some signings coming. I'm not gonna say it. Just like I said, we're gonna get a quarterback for 3 months, and we did. And everybody thought we were gonna get some defense instead of a quarterback. And then we ain't let no information out there. I'm just let y'all know we got some. We gonna sign some people. I'm not gonna tell y'all who, but y'all just will find out. I know we linked to a lot of names, so it's gonna be easy to guess. We all linked to Saquon Barkley, and he did follow the Houston Texans. CJ Stroud. Not saying we're gonna get him. Not saying Nick Casario is gonna spend the money and go get him because other teams are linked to him. We are linked to Wilkerson, that stud defensive tackle from Miami. And we are linked to Patrick Queen and Zadrian Howard, because Zadrian Howard is from is from Houston. He is from 20 minutes out here where I stay at. So, and that's a normal guy. That's the last thing people want to see. You don't want to see no Will Anderson, Christian Harris, and Patrick Queen. You don't want to see that.
That's why I said, Dante, if they get any of the three, or if they get all three, just make the Texans Super Bowl champions at this point.
Because it's like, and I mean, try to talk about this a lot too. It's actually kind of nice to see Houston actually seem real, legitimately competent, winning football. You know, like solid. Everyone's playing the role. I mean, D'Amico Ryans, man, knows how to work his stuff with that defense. Now, as we said,
I said it already, man. He's a quality head coach for y'all.
Tell him, yep. I saw it in training camp though. People we used to go, people used to come down. You know how what time people would get to training camp and get to the stadium?
Yeah.
4 o'clock in the morning. People would be at the door. People would be outside at 4 o'clock in the morning waiting for training camp. That's how you know I have a feeling this season was gonna be good. Special. Because people, when you lose sleep, showing up to training camp at 4 o'clock in the morning, and that's saying something. That's really saying something.
It really is. And
that's part of the game, man. That's part of the game, man. That work ethic.
You got to have a steal of it.
Yeah, if you preach work ethic, man,
mm-hmm.
the rest are gonna follow. So,
hey man, I wanted to tell y'all this, bro. All of a sudden, Javon Hargraves want to come out and say Nick Sirianni, the practices was soft. How the hell your practices is that? Every time somebody lead it, it's always a report. It's always a report.
I just started laughing at that one.
It was just funny. Like every time somebody leave Philadelphia, there's always a report coming out of something. There's always a report.
There always is.
Honestly, Dante, it's because they're pissy that they didn't get a bag here. That's all it is.
And knowing that, and here's the thing: we were not going to overpay for Hargrave too in his early 30s, and it's like
hey doofus, you're the one that keeps going off sides every goddamn play. What are you
no, that's Barnett.
Oh yeah, but look what Barnett did for us, though,
Oh, that pissed me off. Have success.
D'Amico Ryans gonna change it. I said D'Amico Ryans gonna change him. Watch, he's gonna change him.
And we saw them, and also
that angered me. I'm like, y'all won a freaking playoff game with Derek Barnett on the damn team. We couldn't do shit with him.
But and the thing with Dalton Schultz, though, that's when Ashley said it just too. That deal is very much of a steal. Was it
That's like 10 or 11 million. That's only the 8th highest paid. That's the 13th highest paid tight end in the league. That's a 13. That's a cheap deal. That's actually a cheap deal.
And it is obviously a big crucial part to CJ Stroud. Well, one of the crucial pieces. So obviously, you didn't have Tank Dell which was out unfortunate when he broke his leg. But I do think I'm pretty sure you guys got. Are you guys? What do you guys do? Do you really need? I've heard he needs another running back, but I think
we do need another running back. Damian Pierce ain't gonna cut it. Matter of fact, we'll give y'all Damian Pierce, but there's only one problem with Damian Pierce. Y'all want to know the problem? He can't see. He can't see. That's the
So you're gonna try to trade us a running back,
a blind running back.
Yeah, he not a blind. Like I'm just saying, he don't got vision. He don't got vision. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
we want a running back with freaking vision, bro. We want to see the guy find a lane and run through it. Not where's the lane at?
But yeah, we may need another corner because we got our cornerback Derek Stingley. We may need another corner. If I'm the Texans, I'm letting Steven Nelson walk. I appreciate what Steven Nelson did. He did do better than what he did with the Eagles. He did do better than that. He became a shutdown corner. But we will see. We need to get younger at that position. We need one more linebacker.
We even had Steven Nelson.
Yeah.
I think he was one of those moves where we just fucked up because we didn't start him. He was always a practice squad guy.
Yeah. We need one more linebacker. I know for sure we need another running back. We need another receiver.
Yeah, I think another receiver is Noah Brown.
No, not Noah Brown. I will not. I let him go. I let Noah Brown go. So yeah, I say one more linebacker, a corner, can get another safety, and another receiver and a running back.
But outside of that, besides that, you pretty don't need much.
We don't need much. Yep.
Y'all don't need like much
and
at all.
And it's kind of crazy too because I've been thinking of this too. Ever since when D'Amico Ryans left San Francisco to come to Houston, I kind of feel like you notice that their defense took a step back a little bit, and we saw how well. And me and Tara said this too because look at the state of the AFC South. We all know where Tennessee stands. Jacksonville, good grief. They need some work.
I was telling Rob with Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence just got too big for his britches after starting 8-3. Like he just got too big for his
from Clemson. As long-term Clemson fans, so we've seen the program actually have some success for change. And because I said the only two teams I could see could potentially win this division is either your Houston Texans or the Indy. Because waiting to see how Indy played now. Yeah, not having AR was very unfortunate, but Indy really showed flashes of. I mean, they did. Steve, I would disagree to an extent.
Steve, no,
they didn't improve. Jacksonville did not. They did not have no hell of a.
And the fact that
I don't.
How you gonna go 9-8? How you gonna go 9-8 1 year? How you gonna go to the second round 1 year and then downgrade this year and go 8-8?
But better yet, how do you start a season
8-3 and completely collapse the way that you did?
Just tank
and laying egg. You don't do that.
No, you really don't. And it's crazy. And I will still say this too. They need one thing that hopefully Jacksonville needs to get a grip of. Get an actual offensive coordinator because Press Taylor ain't fucking it. Trust me, Tar. No.
Good. Press Taylor was never good. I don't even know how the hell he's still even in the NFL.
Hey, trust me, Taylor know this a lot good. When Doug was here. Because funny enough, if we didn't hire Shane Steichen, we're gonna have fucking Press Taylor as an OC. It was that.
Press one was Steichen.
Yeah.
But then again, we messed up after letting Steichen go. We had to deal with Brian Johnson.
Yeah, look where that turned out for us. Good God. We got
blown out 32-9 by.
I hope Brian Johnson go to Commanders and light it up over there.
Well, yeah, I think he's
who?
I hope he go to the Commanders, find a way to light it up.
I'm pissed.
I know because look, this is what I'm gonna say. Because that means y'all should start looking at the players more, how good the players actually are. Y'all should be looking at that really actually more. That will tell you.
The Commanders, though, they did make a signing.
I honestly don't think it's the players. They got the core. They got and don't get me wrong. All the receivers were pretty good. I think the only receiver that really didn't do much was Quez Watkins, obviously.
Quez Watkins, like literally, look at last year, dude.
Alameda Zaccheaus was great. AJ Brown was AJ Brown.
And Smitty's just Smitty.
The problem was with our scheme, we weren't doing what we were supposed to do, utilizing RPOs and runs and like hell. We got DeAndre Swift. He barely was even used.
See, this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna start looking at the players because again, I'm gonna go through the same script. Jonathan Gannon was gone. He was what he was, first in the league in sacks. The Eagles didn't have half this year. They couldn't get to the quarterback. They downgrade on the defensive side. Jalen Hurts did regress. He did regress. Was throwing interceptions. That's not the offense.
But that wasn't really his fault. But it really wasn't his kind of.
It's 50-50 with him.
Basically,
as a top 5 quarterback.
Hold on, Dante. I'll hear you out in a minute. But he was overusing the damn arm. That was the problem. His arm strength just diminished over time.
I mean, like I said, he made some bad decisions with the football. Then he fumbled.
You're not wrong.
Oh, for sure.
Jalen Hurts had almost the most turnovers in the NFL. That's unacceptable for. Is we gonna call him a top 5 quarterback? You got to protect the football still, even if your arm was used so much, you still got to protect the football. Now I do agree they stopped running the football. I do agree that does help, but no matter what scheme Bradbury was. He was garbage. No matter what scheme, no matter what scheme, no matter what scheme Darius Slay was in, he still couldn't tackle no goddamn body. He couldn't tackle.
I don't want to tackle because
no matter what scheme Zach Cunningham on them linebackers, and they still couldn't cover nobody. They still couldn't.
Actually not.
You know what player? But Dante, you know what player on the defensive side that really freaking bothered me?
What?
Sidney freaking Jones.
Sidney Jones,
or Sidney Brown.
I think it's Sidney
Brown.
When he got hurt, yeah.
But here's the thing though, he's always taking bad angles, missing tackles. Geez, how bad can you be? Now Bradbury, he was just burnt fucking toast.
He'll be trash in any scheme y'all had because he couldn't cover nobody. He couldn't cover nobody anyway. He couldn't guard nobody. He would get burnt. And Darius Slay don't even try to tackle. That dude don't even try to tackle nobody.
Dude, no, you can tell.
That's the thing. But that's the thing with Darius Slay. He admitted to it. He's like, "Oh, I'm older and I don't want to get hurt." Idiot. This is football. You hit the motherfucker hard.
I knew it was gonna be a problem when he scored that touchdown against Tampa Bay. I knew that was gonna be a problem. I was like, look at this sorry motherfucker. Yo, look at this dude.
That's how me and Tyler were seeing. That's how me and Tyler always thought. Now,
oh my God,
Dante, I know you've been kind of keeping up with the combine. Who in your especially because who in your obviously who are your winners is what I meant to say in terms of the NFL Combine, or who you've seen so far.
Well, Byron Murphy is pretty good. From Texas. DeMondre Sweat is really good defensive tackle. Who else did I actually like? I like Hartman as a quarterback from Notre Dame. I like him. He'll be a good late round pick for NFL. Like I said, I like a lot of people, man. I think Jared Verse is going to be a good defensive end edge rusher in the National Football League. Florida State. Yep. Cooper DeJean will be a solid corner. Solid corner. I would love to have probably Kool-Aid McKinstry on the Texans, but he will be solid.
For me, by the way. By the way. I'll tell you that much.
And
I would say this too. T'Vondre Sweat, Jesus Christ, dude, he even pushes. Dante, what the hell are you feeding to these kids down in Houston? Like, what the heck are you feeding?
Dude, I know everything's bigger in Texas, but Jesus.
But T'Vondre Sweat,
dude, are the damn steroids bigger there too?
Hey, you know when you don't have no Texas in Houston, you know you get a discount out here, right?
Yeah.
You get on every meal that you eat, right?
And I've seen one clip of Devondre Sweat pushing, like, it's been, this was during the Senior Bowl, pushing two guys like it was fucking nothing with him. I think that's a boy. Like, to see this type of potential and what this guy possesses, I think any NFL team, especially on the defensive side, will be greatly improved. Would love to have a guy
from the quarterback standpoint. Who do you guys like at the combine? Because I've been really digging Bo Nix.
It's either Sam Hartman or Bo Nix with me, because Caleb Williams. I don't dig into all the crap that's been said about him being like a walking red flag. Now, besides goalie, who has
the one player I really don't trust that much is Drake May. And
Jake said it too. Like, he's too damn robotic.
Yeah, I see it. Like, I saw it in his combine. He's like too robotic. He it's like he tenses up in the pocket.
Like,
it's like, and relax.
Like, and I've seen,
and then there's like just one player, I forgot his name, but he's like super relaxed in the pocket. But they did a close up on his face, and he looks like he was determined to throw a deep ball. He's like, I'm about to throw this deep ball. Whoop, throw it.
You must be talking about. He must be talking about. Is it Milton?
I think it's Milton.
Joe Milton threw that deep ball and look backwards.
Yeah, and the look on his face is like, I'm gonna throw this deep ball. Throws it.
Yeah, it was Milton. It was Milton that you talking about.
I was like, geez, I'd love to have that guy as a quarterback if I was an owner of an NFL team. The poise.
I think Joe Milton. I think it's gonna be a work in progress with him to an extent.
Right.
But I will say, crazy enough, and let's go my thing with Drake May. The only problem is, once you expose that blind side of his, he ain't gonna see it.
Like, he's screwed,
especially on the left side. And Jake pointed that, because it's like, if you see it too, like whether you have a left tackle or not, like his blind side, he's got a weak blind side.
He does.
How many free agents y'all got this year? Y'all don't got many, right?
I don't think we don't have that many. Not that I know of.
I know y'all got Swift, right?
Mm-hmm. I think Swift could be a free agent, but I think we're gonna give him a team.
Y'all think y'all get him back? Or he walking?
I think so.
I think only in my opinion, I don't know, because I don't know how disgruntled he is or not. If he's disgruntled or not over his usage last year.
If I was him, I would feel some type of way about that. I ain't gonna lie. If I was him, I would have felt some type of way about that. I would have probably walked.
I would have too.
Look at Sonny said.
Yeah, Maddox. I had a feeling we were going to release him because the dude can't fucking stay healthy for shit.
Yeah, that was expected. That was expected.
But it seemed like y'all franchise a little snake bit a little bit, man. That's what
other snake. Dude, let me tell you something. It's been that way since our inception. We've been snake bitten since before we were even fucking born, Rob. Or Dante. 1980, we lost the championship. 2004, we lost the championship. The only time we weren't really snake bitten was in the 2000s, because we were consistently successful, in a sense. Multiple.
And we did talk about the Broncos a little bit. Good God.
But before we get to that, but when the 2010s hit, that's when the snake bit hard. We got Michael Vick, who was good for a year. Then he started to suck. And then the Vince Young shit, 2011.
Yeah, when he called us the fucking dream team. was fucking terrible.
Dream team going 8-8. Then we went 4-12 the next year. And then we got Nick Foles, and 2013 we were successful. But we also had Chip Kelly as head coach. That lasted 3 years because he sucked.
He ran out there lining out of gas.
Terrible.
Not just that, man. He traded Sheet McCoy for fucking Kiko Alonso straight up.
But hold on, this is when it gets bad. Right? 2016 we get Doug Peterson. Go 7-9 because of course we're at the end of a rebuild. Drafted Carson Wentz. First time in shit. All right.
Well,
but we didn't
that's
know
the crazy part
at the time. But
didn't know it at the time.
Hold on. Yep. But 2017, we win the damn championship. For once in our damn lives, we win the damn Super Bowl. First time ever. Next year, we regress a lot to 9-7, losing in the divisional round. Somehow got lucky in the wild card. Double doink.
And somehow got lucky in the walk.
Double doink. Dude, if our defender didn't somehow luckily fingertip a football during a field goal, we lose that game.
To the freaking.
And then we lose to the Saints in the divisional.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was another 9-7 season after that. We lose in the wild card. Carson Wentz gets concussed and then somehow doesn't even know how to freaking play football anymore. The next year, 4-11-1 after that. And then we get Doug Peterson fired. Dumb mistake. Carson Wentz, he gets traded. We start Jalen Hurts, obviously. That's one of the bright spots of this whole thing, is Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
2021, we make the playoffs. Somehow, just by running the football. Not even a quarterback play, just running the football. 2022, another Super Bowl appearance. Lose it to the Chiefs because somehow we couldn't play defense in the second half. And then we come to 2023, somehow go 11-6 when we should have went 6-11, and we get blown out. And then we lose Avonte Maddox because of injuries.
That's with all y'all organizations, though. All y'all organizations like that.
Dude, it's like a venomous snake just keeps biting us. And honestly, I don't even think he had a healthy season since the year that we made the freaking Super Bowl and won it.
That's pretty. This shit sucks.
Dude, being a Philly fan is painful sometimes, especially being an Eagles fan. It's painful. It is painful.
I mean, shit. I mean, we had to freaking watch the Phillies lose the World Series. Then you had the Eagles lose the Super Bowl and the Union all to spend one fucking year.
Hey, y'all got Philly. I had to watch the Phillies choke last year to the Diamondbacks.
Should have never happened.
Nope.
But guys stopped hitting for some reason, and it was just we lost the Diamondbacks to the fucking Diamondbacks.
That was crazy right there. I thought, like I said, I picked y'all to win that. So I thought y'all were gonna win.
I thought so too.
Man, y'all,
everybody, dude, everyone.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if the pitching fell apart. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the bat stopped hitting.
I don't think it was the pitching that was the issue.
Offense just went cold.
Also, Craig Kimbrell, he fucking sucked.
Yeah, good luck with that, Baltimore. Good luck with that,
bro. We had a lead going in the 9th inning. Bye lead.
Twice.
Watch Craig Kimbrell act like an all-star over there in Baltimore. That's just what people do. Every time they leave Philly, they somehow. It's just something about Philadelphia, bro, that people don't perform in. I don't know.
And I will say this too. I mean, yeah, it does happen. But when you look at especially the core that we had, I would say after the OA World Series, after they left, they really haven't been. Well, I think Utley was a shell. You could tell they're
that actually found decent success. Was Victorino in 2013 because he won a World Series in 2013.
Series with Boston.
I think the Hamels had another good year in Texas.
And before he completely fell off.
Rangers, and then he just
especially look at the return that we got from that. Oh, good fucking God, that was horrible.
That was bad. That was the worst fucking haul ever.
You know what? You know what, y'all? I'm gonna tell Key we need to get a baseball show going. It's about time of spring training at this point.
Oh, we have Between the Lines.
Okay,
yeah.
Sure. It's about time to get that up and running. I'm
gonna
definitely
get that up and running. Well, I'm down for that, but
Utley had an okay-ish time with the Dodgers. He was okay, but he was a shell of himself anyway, so it just didn't matter. Also, same thing with Rollins there. He was okay. Still a shell of himself. He was older. But the only one that really bothered me to having success elsewhere outside of the Phillies organization was Victorino. That bothered me. I'm like, right after we trade him, he wins the World Series. Honestly, the same thing with Hunter Pence.
Trade him, and then look how well that's freaking badly turned out for us. But
I'm like, like the same season we trade him, you win a World Series. Same freaking season.
3 of them, might I add.
3 of them. 3.
I'll say, you know what? I'm done.
Tyler, you can't forget about my man Hector Neris, man, who beat y'all in the World Series.
But here's the thing, though. We weren't utilizing him right. He's a reliever, not a closer. That's the thing.
And why Chicago actually?
Right, but here's the thing, though. We started utilizing him right, like right before he got traded. Then we traded him. You started utilizing him right, but then you traded him after utilizing him the right way. Y'all are idiots.
And watch Neris have success with the Chicago Cubs for this upcoming year. But
he won a goddamn World Series with the damn Astros.
Against us. Son of a... nothing goes right with us,
dude. And they literally put him in as a closer, and he shut the door against us. I'm like,
oh, good Lord,
dude! Houston, the Astros did that to spite us. I'm telling you,
pretty much.
They did it to spite us.
But I've always said, with Astros having a down season last year, they're gonna bounce back.
Oh yeah,
that's for sure.
Now, we was all right. Like I said, I don't expect us to win a World Series every year, man. I don't expect us to get that every year, win a World Series.
I wouldn't be surprised about that. You guys be a dynasty.
But here's
I wouldn't be surprised.
But here's the thing, though. Y'all have been consistent.
Yes.
In the AL, y'all are either in the ALCS or in the World Series.
That's it. If we either get beat in the AL Championship Series, or we gonna either get to the World Series.
Yeah.
Or either win or lose. So
I'll take that any day of the day.
I'll take it any day. We got 2 championships. We should have more, but we got 2 World Series rings up out of that. I just like to compete each and every year, and then I don't think it's gonna slow down. I really don't think nothing is gonna slow down because I think we're gonna sign Kyle Tucker back. We already got Jose Altuve back.
Yeah,
already got him back. I think one of our pitchers will be. I can't wait to get Verlander back this season. I don't think he's going to start the season.
I think he's going to start on the IL because he's already had shoulder problems.
Dude, I'm still laughing at the Mets for the whole situation.
Oh,
he goes to the Mets. He goes to the Mets, completely stinks it up. Goes back to Houston, and he's back to being successful.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And I said this too on one episode Between the Lines. He should never have left Houston.
Should have never left Houston.
And now I know we're going to get this. I want to talk about this too between the lights at some point in the league. The Mets, good God, now they're going to miss. Not going to have Kodai Senga for about a month. He's going to be. I was like, yeah. So, but going back to with the Bills or Broncos, though, boy, me and Tyler were just laughing at them. It's like good, the team itself, but not the fans, because good Lord, they're going to have to sit through what. Couple of years of being broke because you got to deal with 85.
Somebody in the comments, I think it was Normal Guy, said they're going to be broke for 5 years.
No, that was Steve. He's all things Colorado.
Steve. They're going to be broke for 5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be broke for 5 years.
5.
I mean, they're going to take that $85 million dead cap hit from Russell Wilson come March 13th.
Yeah, and
hey, so y'all don't have no money?
No money. No money for 5 years.
Yeah, man, ain't nobody going to be going down there.
Nope.
Cortland Sutton and Jared Judy might be gone. That team may look so
sure.
good.
Yep.
And speaking of that too, oh good Lord, you have a crappy backup and
he needs to be. Mitchell Trubisky needs to be with y'all. He'll be a good backup.
No.
Fuck no.
I mean, shoot. At this point, I'd rather take fucking.
I was pissed off that we got Mariota. I'd be even
Shoot.
more pissed off getting Trubisky. Can Nick Foles come back? I'm okay with that.
Man, say he okay with Nick Foles coming back, huh?
No, yeah, well, and that's the
They
crazy
come back.
part because that's
He only works in Philly. Everywhere else, he sucks. Come home.
yeah, it's always on. And we
Also
did.
get rid of Mariota's sorry ass, always overthrowing receivers that are wide ass open.
Then again, it can't be worse being a Giants fan because now
all preseason. I was getting irritated, even though it was preseason. I'm like, dude can't throw for shit.
And yeah, and we all knew that T. Higgins was going to get franchise tag because either way, because you already paid Joe Burrow, and now you got to now it's going to be interesting if they're going to pay Jamar Chase at some point down the road. And now that again can't be worse being a Giants fan.
Now the question is, what are you going to do with Joe Mixon?
Yeah,
because Joe Mixon, he's a free agent, and he'll be a free agent. So, do you give him that extension, and also what are you gonna do with Jamar Chase too?
It's going to be interesting to see. And at the same point, well, it can't be worse than being a Giants fan because now I've seen some reports that they're not already starting to have buyer's remorse with DJ. Well, no shit. Have you thought of that the first time before you extended his assy? Good God. Now you, man.
I remember when he signed that extension, I face palmed so hard.
I'll say for a 15 passing touchdown season. Are you kidding me?
I'm like, what kind of shit? I'm like, and Danny Dimes ain't throwing dimes. That's the thing. Danny Dimes ain't throwing dimes. So,
especially no time season, he gonna start off hurt.
Yeah.
He said Giants losing both Saquon Barkley and McKinney.
Now I can see why that they're gonna let Saquon go. He's always hurt. He's always hurt. Like I think I think the season they miraculously made the playoffs. I think 2 years ago, 2 seasons, or like not last season, but the season before that, they miraculously made the playoffs. He was healthy and he carried the team pretty much. And also Daniel Jones was somewhat decent, but without Saquon, he didn't have a running game. And it's been like that since his rookie year. He's always getting hurt. It's been that way since college.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
When he was in Penn State, he was somehow getting hurt.
So, going on to a little bit of the NBA, seeing Dante, man, seeing what went fucking off, 45 and 16 in that one night? Good God.
It was last night. 45 and 16 last night.
Jesus Christ, man. That's a monster game right there.
And,
double and scoring 45. Shit.
You ain't lying.
And with the, let's see, because right now the Rockets are playing right now against the Clippers. Another thing is too, I know it seems a lot of fans laugh at the Celtics who choked a 22-point lead in the fourth quarter after Dean Wade goes off for 30 in the fourth.
Damn.
So 25.
I see what you call it made a video about that running back Philly. He made a video about it.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude, that's funny. It's like, yeah, well, me and Tyler can't say shit because it's the same. It's been the same.
Hey, that's what I always say. That's why I always say, Philadelphia can't say nothing because they always be proud when they matter the most.
Dude, the only time we ever beat them in terms of overall,
it's been the case for years, man. You know. Since
it's 1983.
Well, because 2001 they won when it mattered most. They just ran into the Kobe and Shaq led Lakers.
Yeah,
101. That was the problem. You know, they ran into a perennial dynasty. So
they ran into
one being they can't win when it matters the most. I don't count that. I'm talking about 2017 on.
Yeah.
Well, shit. We had some MLB breaking news a little bit earlier. Mike Zunino actually hangs up the spikes after 11 seasons in the major leagues.
Mike Zunino. He was a catcher.
Oh damn. Yeah. Oh damn. Mike Zunino's gone.
Yeah.
Huh.
Only a one-time
I don't remember. How many sports retirements do we need in a week?
Hey, I don't remember. How many times did y'all lose to Boston in the playoff series?
I think too many to count.
Way too fucking many.
4 or 5?
5 times. 5 times. I think we beat them once. I think we beat them once in 1983.
That's the only time we beat them in a playoff series. But outside of that, it's been nothing but Boston.
Dang, so y'all ain't beat them boys in a playoff series since then?
Nope.
It's
been decades.
Yep.
For real?
Uh-huh.
It's been a long ass time.
Uh-huh.
So what years starting in 20? What years did y'all lose to Boston outside of 1983? You said.
I mean, in recent memory, we got swept in the bubble.
I know. I remember that. Yep.
We choked a 3-2.
Y'all got swept in the bubble
year.
Oh yeah, we got swept in the bubble. We were up 3-2.
We choked last year.
Hurt. Last year, fucking.
Last year, y'all should have won.
Dude. We were up 3-2. We had 1 game left to go to the conference finals, and we somehow blew that. I was so mad.
And this is why
video written and everything. I was so pissed.
I mean, shit. This is why I haven't really done much Sixers game that as released for me because like that's the only team that's gonna make me drink. For fuck's sake,
dude! I'm already driving myself to drink with the damn Eagles. I don't need another team to freaking drive me.
But Tyler, at the same time, you can't be mad because you know it's the same shit every year with the Sixers.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
At this point, if they lose in the second round, I'll be numb to it. I'm like, whatever.
I'm ready. I always said it.
You'll be like, you knew this was gonna come. I knew this was coming anyway.
It's all coming.
And look, I do like what Nick Nurse is doing. It's just, I think it's just more than. Now, like say the Sixers go out.
The problem is the way the roster is constructed, Rob. The way the roster is constructed, the team is supposed to be running through Embiid.
And he can't say fucking healthy for shit.
Because Embiid's hurt, and knowing that Embiid's hurt, they play like a fucking play-in team now.
And now Maxi's now going to be hopefully, with concussion-like symptoms.
That's crazy. That's going to be a setback for y'all. That's crazy, bro.
You know what you freaking kidding? And Tobias Harris needs to fucking go.
But at this point, we don't care because we're numb to pain. That's how Philly is.
Dude, I've been watching, and that's the thing too. Look, I'm not a diehard hockey fan, but I'm getting back to watching more Flyers games than the Sixers.
Watch this. Next year they'll suck. Watch. Always happens. They're good 1 year, then they suck the next.
Who, the Flyers?
Yep.
I'm not going to waste my breath on that one. But so I know we haven't really done a little bit of the WNBA as recently, but I'm really intrigued about this, especially with this draft class in this year. Because obviously with Caitlin Clark, and I know a lot of people were talking. And that's what I always like about Clark. She always gets a lot of people talking, whether it's positive or negative. It's like, oh, you're not big. But to say that Clark will make a playoff contender in 24, I don't know how to feel on that. Because I think the Fever's still got some things you got to work on. I mean, you got a nice a big three with potential Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston. But outside of that, it's like I don't know. Like,
listen, if they get the big three set right, Aaliyah Boston,
Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark,
and Kelsey Mitchell. I know I was getting through the players, Rob. I knew who the other player was. If you get those three, but then you build up the rest of that roster, that's fine. I'm okay with that. You build up the rest of the roster. You have your big three set. Great.
Yep.
Well,
you know,
and then again.
So I'd be okay
Thank you. Shout out to Crazy Juice who brought up this one. Celtics.
Yeah, thank you, Juice, for sharing our pain.
Yeah, 15 out of the last 22 seats. God damn.
Yeah, we suck.
It sucks, man.
We're terrible against the Celtics. 15 of the last 22 playoff series.
But not only that, though, don't y'all know y'all help the Celtics too? Y'all be helping them out too. You didn't play us.
Pretty much.
Taking trash out of Ben Simmons and not getting.
No, it don't get no better. Y'all help them out at the same time too.
But here's the thing: getting trash. I mean, here's one way we helped them out: getting Ben Simmons over freaking Jalen freaking Brown.
Well, not just that too. We
Jason Tatum
and JT. Yeah, Tatum. So think about it, we could have had Embiid, Tatum, and Brown as your big three right then and there in Philadelphia. But no. Because we
also for some reason,
if you think
we messed up another thing too. We get Jimmy Butler. We ran his ass out of town.
Not just that too, Tyler. We also traded Mikal Bridges on draft night for fucking Zaire Williams, and look how that turned out.
Hey, after y'all let Jimmy Butler go, next year where did he end up at?
Fucking the finals.
I was like, you sons of bitches.
I was mad. I'm like, that could be us right now if we still had Butler.
Freaking ridiculous, man.
That's crazy.
Dude, I was like, as I'm watching that finals. Hold on, I gotta text my mom. Hold on.
That is crazy.
And it's kind of crazy too. You know, I don't know if Kalia Copper at times can be delusional on the way she thinks. The fact that she says from being traded from the sky to the Mercury is a win-win situation. I don't think so, because good God. And me and Tyler can attest to this too. We could not sit through one fucking Mercury game without them turning the fucking ball over 5 or 6 times, more than 15 times a game.
It's like that first quarter they're giving up the ball like 10 times. I'm like, Jesus.
Mercury was stinking last year. They was bad.
Oh, you could smell the stink through the TV.
I know. Seattle had one of the worst records in the WNBA, but they played way harder than the Mercury played. They played way harder than the Mercury.
That's for sure. That's the crazy part too, because it's kind of crazy because me and Tyler were talking about this. I think on the one show, it was kind of crazy how they took a huge 180 from a team that was on the verge of making the WNBA finals and then complain and being where they were last year, and now hopefully rebound because Jesus.
I mean, the Storm's gonna be a better team though. Jewel Lloyd, you got Diggin Smith over there. They're gonna be a better team next year, man.
Oh yeah, thank God they actually got her some help. Good God,
it was a head turner too. Like we were thinking, they need to trade Jewel Lloyd and start over. No, they got pieces of contract. So okay.
And unfortunately for Key, who has to go through it as a Sparks fan, I feel so bad.
There was a few times where she sent us a picture of her having a bottle of alcohol.
Like the fact that make Sparks make her.
Did both of the twins left?
NECA is the only one who left.
Oh,
I think Cheetah is still there.
The Mecco, she went to Seattle, right?
She went to Seattle with Jewel Lloyd.
Okay, so that's the 20 points per game Mecca, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is it? Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, who also won an NBA championship in 2016.
It's a wrap for that team.
Yeah,
it's a wrap.
But
it's over.
Side note, before we get up out of here, I want to give a little quick shout out to Key and give her the prayers that what she's going through.
My condolences to you, Key.
My condolences to you, Key. We all here for you.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
We love you like a freaking sister. So if you need us, we're here for you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But that all being said, shout out to Dante coming in. Make sure you guys check out his channel as well for all things Houston and also WNBA as well, and also for his Dallas Wings too, which is going to be they're going to be another interesting team to watch this year for the 2024 season.
Yep.
And also when the Astros playing, he laughs at us. So
yeah, that's true. So that being said, guys, have a good one.
Have a good one,
Peace.
y'all.